of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Albert.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tackle.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. It's complete to Parker, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll take to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. Evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
40-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Josh.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at the 20. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
He's tackled at the 29.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Second and 1.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Tua. They'll drop this underneath to Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the delay, it's Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Throwing his car on third down. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Dolphins.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The 13-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Dolphins 10. Raiders
going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Tagovailoa's pass.
Devontae Parker. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Up to Renfro.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
A 2-yard pickup.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the back area.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on
the Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Intended for
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Carr. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Certainly not the way that they were hoping. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. A throw to cover, complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Carl Nassib. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Raiders.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Up comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Miami.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. And the Dolphins
setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. On the right side open is Gesicki. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Tua to throw again. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Makes it second.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1st
and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's Tyrone Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete, left side to Aguilar.
Carr's pass.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Carr to throw again. It's complete. Williams. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Dolphins 24. Raiders 17.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is Jakeem Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Dolphins take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA. And okay, so much for our halftime break. We're going to get right back to it.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
To Jordan Howard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tua on target here to Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Albert Wilson.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
15-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Carr completes it. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28 more yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Witten. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
34-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
31. Raiders 24.
From midfield, here's Tua. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Officially, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, McMillan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua, a give. This is Howard.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Lets this go for Renfrow downfield.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Howard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. Tua, the ball's out. Raiders pick it up.
Fumble on the play.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Dolphins.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try to run for it with him. And he's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our...